Alright, welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna try to cover game one of the finals and give a little bit of what my predictions are gonna be on the series. Just tell you some of the things that I saw. I'm gonna do the offense, defense of both teams, and then I'll just give you like an overview. As far as the Suns offense, some of the things that I really liked is that they got a lot more mismatches. They got a lot more movement and a lot more people involved. You didn't really see that much with the Bucks. You can tell that they're like a much more team-oriented offense. That being said, I do think that the Bucks have the better overall team and they have the better talent. But they do play very well. They get a lot of switches. They're able to attack those switches extremely well. But I do think another thing is that the offense does depend a lot off of Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Without them, I really feel like the Suns could be in a really bad position. But since they're here, they're able to do quite a bit of work. As far as the Bucks offense, Giannis, I'm sure, is going to be at a much better condition, after he had his first game back, so he's gonna get a little bit better. Jrue Holiday as well as Chris Middleton, I don't see them as being like a worse big three than the Suns. I think that they are overall have the better talent, but the problem is it's kind of like the Rockets when they had Harden. The offense is very stagnant. It's a lot of ISO ball, and Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday can do it, but at the same time, Giannis is going to be the main focal point of that because he's the one who can score better than anybody else on the squad. Without him at 100%, I don't see them being able to consistently score, and they don't have. It's not like a discredit to Jrue Holiday. They don't have the offense for that. They built their offense in the same way that the Rockets built around Harden. So if Harden went out, like, you can't expect the rest of the players to be able to pick up the slack because that's not how the offense was built. I think he needs to attack the basket a lot more. I think he needs to assert himself, but without him, like, that offense is really not that good. They need to play a lot better as a team. So defensively, I didn't really see like tremendous defense from the Suns. The Bucks didn't really dominate. However, like I said, the Bucks have the better offense. The better players. So I'd expect the Suns to do a little bit better on defense. I think the main issue is that the Suns are just so good offensively that the Bucks offense really needs to really can't do enough. They need more help from their defense. But overall, the Suns offense was decent. I'd expect them to continue to struggle with Giannis. Giannis needs to, and just the Bucks offense in general, need to push the tempo. They need to play more fast breaks. Brook Lopez was able to run the lane. I'm sure Giannis will be able to continue to attack the basket. They need to keep pushing in fast break. But the Suns don't have a tremendous defense. What that tells me is that I think that the Suns defensively are going to peak. There's opportunities for the Bucks offense to continue to develop, considering that I don't see the Suns having much more talent to be able to handle the Bucks offense if they did improve. But as far as the Bucks defense has some issues because the Suns have been extremely effective. They've been able to get whatever they want off of the pick and roll. A lot of the plays I saw were mismatches. They were switches against Brook Lopez, and he was abused in that first game. I don't expect that to continue. I think that they're gonna have to do something. They're not going to be able to allow Brook Lopez to stay in that situation. What will have to happen, because if what they usually do is play over the pick and roll. Let me show you an example. They usually play over, but that forces them to have to get a switch just like that. Now, if they switch Lopez onto Chris Paul or to Devin Booker, it's too much to ask from Brook Lopez. They're going to either need to send help from somewhere else on the court, or they'll have to basically hope that Chris Paul and Devin Booker start missing those mid-ranges. I really don't see that happening. I think what they'll need to do is either trap or bring somebody lower to bump the roll man. Even if you took out Brook Lopez, I think the problem is going to be is that you're going to put Giannis in a difficult position. It's not like you're not going to just as easily be able to switch just because you have Giannis, because then you'll have DeAndre Ayton going up against a smaller player, and they've been able to show that they can do that as well. I really think that Giannis taking the 5 and Brook Lopez coming off is not going to be able to help. Whether they take Brook Lopez out or not, they need to send help from somewhere else on the court and force those other role players on the Suns to make shots. They hit him in the last game, but I mean, that's going to be your best bet if you're going to have those players make shots. I would also like to see the Bucks have some high pick and roll with Jrue Holiday setting some of the picks for Giannis Antetokounmpo. If Jrue Holiday sets those picks, it forces one of the guards to come up and guard Giannis. All right, but if I'm going to summarize, I'd say that the Suns offensively have gotten basically the most that they're going to get. They're not going to really improve much more than that. Extremely good team, but the Bucks are also a good defensive team. They need to make some changes. I don't see them being able to get any better than offensively than they are able to get right now. But it's really the defensive end that the Suns need to be concerned with. The Bucks are not like at full potential, and I can easily see them getting better on defense and getting better on offense and making this a much tougher series. But my main concern is with the Bucks. The Bucks need to improve on defense. They need to find another way to play that pick and roll. You keep giving up the mid-range, Booker and Chris are going to keep hitting that. If you keep switching, you can hope that they're going to miss some of those one-on-one opportunities. But even if you play Giannis at the 5, they're still going to be able to attack the mismatches. They're extremely good at attacking the mismatches, and I don't see the Bucks being able to mimic that. I really think they need to find a way to get the role players to knock down some shots. After watching the first game, I'm extremely concerned with the Bucks. Even if Giannis is at full potential, I'm extremely concerned. He just doesn't have enough to keep up with the offense of the Suns. They need to be able to make some changes on defense. But I mean, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope y'all agree. If not, just leave it in the comments.